So one of the key points about the benefit of EV driving and owning an EV, simply, you'd never have to pull over at a fuel station every 3, 4, 5, 6 days ever again. You don't have to drop 40, 50, 60 pounds at any given time just to fill your car to drive another 250, 300, 400 miles. There is nuance to that fact, to that statement. Of course, home charging is cheaper than public charging. Now, if you do charge in public, you're looking at about 40-ish, 50-ish pounds, depending on the tariffs and depending on the lots per kilowatts for a full charge. Now, if you're in a Tesla, you can get cheaper charging through the Tesla superchargers. That can run at any given point between about 30 to 60p per kilowatt, and even more than that, but that's about the average. Cost per kilowatts change due to demands, due to time, location. Take that into consideration when planning your journey. Now, if you charge at home, stick it on charge every night, have the smart Octopus tariff or something similar. These tariffs can either search around for cheap electricity and charge your car when it's the cheapest, or you can just stick, like I do, and pay 7p per kilowatt between 11:30 and 5:30 in the morning. So that's 11:30 at night and all the way through till 5:30 in the morning. So for 6 hours, you get 7p per kilowatt electricity. Now, if you're smart with that, you can even run your washing machine, you can run your dishwasher, you can run anything else you charge in the house at the same time. Now, that means that you get all the discount all the time. That's not just your car charging, it's 7p per kilowatt for the entire house. So add it all up, you look at about £5 for a full charge on a long range vehicle. I never actually understood how beneficial EV driving was, and all the while that it's in this current state, we have to be taking advantage of that. Not only is it cost effective, but it's also a really smart vehicle. Now, I'm in a Tesla Model Y right now. However, most EVs have some sort of smart control. So essentially, you can preheat your car, you can tell it to turn on at a certain time, you can make sure your glass, your windows are defrosted, you can make sure that your car is charging at a certain time, and not only have you got the performance behind the EV, the instant acceleration, the instant feedback, you've also got the fact that you can get in your car at any time of the year and it'd be 18, 19, 20 degrees in there, ready for when you leave for work or ready for when you take the kids out. I have a 2-year-old daughter and she hates it when she gets in the car and the car seat's freezing cold. It's currently January and it is fairly cold. It's 7, 8 degrees right now, but this morning it was somewhere around 4, and it has been recently below freezing for the last few days. So she hates it, she really does. So if I can turn the car on to make her life easier and more comfortable in the mornings, and makes my life easier and more comfortable in the mornings, then great. And my last point I'll make here is the safety, and especially in the Tesla, the safety element, the sensors, the adaptive cruise, the lane assist, the auto steer. It's amazing. Now, in the US, yes, you have full self-driving. In the UK, that's not allowed right now. So unfortunately, autopilot isn't fully implemented into these vehicles. However, in terms of safety, these vehicles are absolutely brilliant. They see stuff before you see it. The lights, when you're in the dark spaces on the country lanes, they absolutely bring to life the country lane. They are so clear, and the visual display that Tesla can read the world in front of it and then depict a digital imagery on the screen in live time. There's over 1 million calculations this thing can do, and it can look at things moving, it can see cones, it can see bins, it can see cyclists. You've got cameras on every corner of the vehicle. You can tap into those cameras on your phone. You can set a sentry mode, so if you're in the car park and someone dings your side of your door, you've got proof of that happening. Some of these things are included in the premium package. That's, I think, £10 a month for Tesla premium at the moment. So there's a few things that could be added on, but the point is they've thought about every problem that modern car owners had and they've solved it. If there's a monetary value assigned to that, then 20 grand for a vehicle like this, I'd say, is excellent value.